Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Project Highrise. Today is going to be the end for Magnificent Towers, which has recently fallen into a state of disrepair. It is really no longer magnificent, and that is truly a shame, because I love this building. I do. It's, well, I say this building, these 4 buildings that we sort of have here. It's technically 1 building, but you get the idea. I do love Magnificent Towers. It's my first kind of proper game in Project Highrise, so there is always going to be a bit of a soft spot for me in Magnificent Towers, but as we've seen, I think it is well and truly beyond proper repair. That said, today I would still like to attempt to get these 2 contracts out of the way. Now, this one's going to be easy. The apartment residents, on the other hand, not so much, because we do currently have pretty significant demand for more housekeeping, more plumbing, for more laundromats, for, again, more plumbing there, more laundromats. And if we go over this way, I think it's pretty much the same story. And down here, we also need more file storage services. So we have quite a few things that we need to get into the building. It's just going to be difficult. Now, I have gone ahead and did I do this on camera? I was playing around with this a little bit. I was testing things. I saved it in a different slot so that it wasn't for the Let's Play. I was testing things to see if it would work, if there was an easy way to recover this or anything like that, and I haven't necessarily found a way to do that. But basically, I added these in over here. If I did it in the last episode, then you've seen it. If I didn't, then there you go. And my plan was to add some structures up here, some gourmet restaurants and all that stuff. I'm not going to do that just yet, because we do need more services. We do have room for some small services in here, though, so I think we'll actually go ahead and do just that. Now, we do not really need any of that. We do need handyman services, though, and we do need plumbing services, and we also need a laundromat, all of which can fit in there quite nicely. Now, that might annoy these guys a little bit. They might be inclined to move out, but I would rather have them move out because of noise complaints and how busy the area is, as opposed to them moving out because they're simply unhappy. That kind of complaint I can deal with. That kind of exodus I can deal with. When it comes to just a simple mass exodus from everything going wrong, then we suddenly have a problem. So I suppose we'll see how they go. We do also need more handyman services, so we're going to go ahead and get some of those. Dog walking as well we're going to need, so we'll throw that in there. We'll go ahead and get the housekeeping services. I did say handyman, I meant housekeeping. We also need dog sitting services, because people are too lazy to look after their own dog, or they're working, either or really. Personal trainers we'll throw in there. And on top of that, quite literally, we are going to put nothing else, because that's all we need. Now, in terms of utilities, we do need electricity. We're probably going to want some phone lines for some of those guys. And we're going to generally just want everything else as well. So, like I said, today is going to be a fond farewell to Magnificent Towers. But not to worry, I have settled on a name and game plan for another season of Project Highrise, which will be picking up not too long after the end of this one. And the name of that is actually going to be Plump Tower, which is, I'm sure you can get the joke there, but it is also a reference to my company from the most recent Software Inc. season, which was Plump Corp. So that's going to be the name of the tower there, or Plump Towers. I haven't decided on whether or not I'm going to do one giant building or several more towers. Honestly, I'm leaning towards one giant building, because the issue we've had with these is that we need the sky bridges to get people between buildings. One giant building would have them just filter out much easier. Although it might be worth just adding in more sky bridges, which I might do, actually. I think I will. I think I'm going to add some more sky bridges, just because what the hell? At this point, we have some money to burn. Well, we have a little bit to burn, and I think it could be good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 floors. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be the middle. So if I just fill this space in, like so, and then bulldoze everything beneath it, we have ourselves another little sky bridge there, which is adding a bit more asymmetry to the whole thing. We could add one in here as well if I really wanted to, which is definitely tempting, but I think I'll just leave this one and see how things go. I do also think it could be a good idea to get some sky bridges into this space too, especially considering a large bulk of our services is right here. So let's find out what the middle between these two bridges is going to be. So this is floor 10, and that's floor 24. That's going to be 14 then, so that's going to make things difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I count that wrong again? I blinked. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually makes it really easy. So we want to go for number 8. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That's the middle, if I'm not mistaken. So we want to just build up to that. And go ahead and get another little sky bridge in there. And I do apologize for my inability to count. I am a little bit tired, I'll be honest. I've been awake for quite some time. But I wanted to get this done before I head home and go to sleep, because I really just wanted to play Project Highrise before I went to sleep. So hopefully we'll get that constructed sooner as opposed to later. They are currently working on this one, which is great news. We did have someone move out up there, but that's okay. They are constructing these as well, which seems to have got rid of all of the demand that we had. So I suppose we want to go ahead and get another one of these apartments up here. So we'll put this guy in here and grab ourselves, I suppose, one of those. We do need more small stores. Now, what do we need for these? Because we did have a few things leave here and there. We need more stores that sell fashion accessories and clothing and apparel. These guys aren't happy, but their satisfaction is rising, which is good. Oh, I've just realized something. These guys aren't happy because there are a lot of bins to empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how wide these are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, clearly. So 10. So I want to go 1, no, not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And basically put in more space for more garbage collection, because that is something that we're having some issues with, and I would like to, well, no longer have those issues. So that'll get constructed eventually, which will help with garbage collection. Now, people are walking back and forth across those bridges. This bridge is getting a little bit of use too, which is excellent news. I do think it might be a good idea getting another bridge up here, because that'll be another way for people to get straight across from here, for example, to, these apartments. So I think I will actually go ahead and do that. I'll leave the game running as I do it though, because actually, you know what? No, I won't, because if I leave it running, my construction workers are probably going to come ahead and start building this. So if we just go ahead and get this little sky bridge in here, this will once again, hopefully, at least, get us a little bit better access. That sentence doesn't really make sense. It'll give better access to different buildings for people in, well, different buildings. So there we go, that's another little sky bridge in there, which connects those 4 towers, which is great news. This one is actually completed, so let me go ahead and get the glass in there to make it look that little bit better. This one could use a bit of glass too, and this one's going to get constructed eventually. Now, what have we got going on down here? This is almost done, which is really good. So what I'll do is I'm going to go to business support services. We need a courier service. And we need a copy service, so we'll put those in there because we needed them. And if I go ahead and get more trash collection rooms like so, we can also get the recycling rooms as well when that lower floor is done. So let's go ahead and get that in, They're prioritizing the construction of those, which is okay. Let's get everything else in and get this whole area built up so I can get one final recycling room just there. Alright, so that's going to get built. These guys are going to start cheering up because there are other people to help them, which will be great. And they are just now getting to this to start working on the, not necessarily the final sky bridge, but another sky bridge. We also have so much in the way of influence right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can... Now, this will increase the satisfaction of apartment residents, which I'm actually going to do because it would be really nice if they would stop getting angry at me. So we'll get that done. I'm also thinking I might go ahead and expand down this way a little bit and put a lot of services in the basement. Because I feel like that could be a good idea. Honestly, because that does technically give connections to everywhere, doesn't it? So, it might be an idea to expand down like this as far as we can possibly go. Well, not as far as we can possibly go, but let's go down to floor -10, which is going to be a bit of a hefty construction project, but that's okay. We'll go down to floor -10, and we'll get ourselves a whole bunch of services. So let me go ahead and get this elevator here, which is going to go down like this. And we'll do the same over here with the elevators too. So we'll do this kind of thing here, and we'll do the same at the end as well, just to keep that connection going. Now my workers are going to go ahead and start building all of that. I'm going to want to get these closets in, and then I think we'll have a little bit of a cut in the video whilst they go ahead and build this, because it is going to take just a little bit of time. Well, all of the utilities are in, so let's go ahead and start looking at what exactly we need. So there doesn't seem to be anything in office needs. In residential services, we need more housekeeping. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a floor of just housekeeping, which is going to be a bit expensive, but I'm curious to see if this will maybe be enough. Because this does technically have connections to, well, pretty much everywhere in all of these towers. So, really, there shouldn't be much of a problem. I'm also going to go ahead and throw handyman there, and plumber just there, because why not? So those guys are going to go ahead and start building up all of those, which will hopefully solve a lot of the problems that we're having. That's the dream, anyway. This is a dog sitter and a dog sitter. Can we not just say that you're not allowed your dog in the building? I feel like that would make things so much easier. Personal training services can go in the basement as well, just because, well, that's where it's going. We'll get 2 of those. We'll go ahead and get a dog sitting service next to it, because hopefully that'll be enough. So there's another one. And we'll go ahead and grab whatever else there is. Wealth advisor, home, let's get a home decoration one, because why not? We might as well. At this point, we're just going to buy everything. And obviously, we do still need to get these large restaurants, which I think I'm actually going to go ahead and give a shot. So let's expand up this way a little bit. We need 3 more restaurants. So for the hell of it, we'll do 3 more floors. We'll put them on, yeah, 3 more restaurants. We'll put each restaurant on its own floor, just so they feel a little bit luxurious, methinks. So we'll go ahead and get the closets in on the right there as we do. And I'll wait to put the utilities in until these guys are done down here, because there's really no rush. They are going to be at this for quite some time. And also I added in some more of these collection rooms here. As you can see, I have a literal army of workers in this building. It is honestly ridiculous. The majority of people in this building are absolutely working here for me. Well, no, that's a lie. There are a lot of residents in the building as well, but there's also a lot of workers. Absolutely a lot of workers. And just looking at this, I'm really strongly considering just putting in some of these smaller apartments around here, because I still can't get this. I need more fashion accessories, appliances, clothing, etc., etc. That's something to maybe look into. I really don't think we're going to get the lofts at all today, which is unfortunate, but I feel like that is just going to be the way of things. Speaking of things we're not going to be doing today, ladies and gents, since this is going to be the final episode of Magnificent Towers, I decided we'd not bother putting any names in the game, because I don't want to add people to the game and then be like, okay, that's the end of it, that's the last you're going to see of them. So I figured what we do is, on this episode, I'd like to collect a whole bunch of names to go ahead and put into the beginning of the next series, the next season of this, which again will be Plump Tower or Plump Towers, depending on what I decide to do. So I figured that would be a pretty good way to do things, with this being the final episode of Magnificent Towers, and then we're moving on to the next one very soon. So once again, if you do want a name in the game, do feel free to leave it on this video, leave it in the comments, etc., etc. And with that public service announcement out of the way, let's get up here and I suppose start adding some utilities and see if we can go ahead and get these last 3 restaurants that we're going to need. And then we're pretty much good to focus on residents. I think we've got a pretty good challenge here. We need to get 3 restaurants that are pretty good. We need to get 32 residents. And then I think that'll probably do us, to be honest. I don't really see the point in beating this dead horse too much longer. I feel like Magnificent Towers is in a pretty rough spot. It's not completely run down, that's the thing with it. It's not completely impossible to fix the problems that we have here. It's just that the problems we have sort of keep repeating themselves, and I feel like it's possibly down to my design. Because, I mean, these are all home cleaners. And so are they, and so are they, and so are they, and all of those guys. And obviously, these guys down here as well. And they are all complaining. Every one of them is just complaining. And if I go to here and click this, you're going to see they want, well, more dog walking and also more housekeeping. So, I'm kind of hoping it is maybe just a bug with the pathfinding, considering the game, I'm playing the beta of it currently. I do hope it is a bug with pathfinding. And that's something that'll be fixed. I really do. Now, we need more stores that sell appliances and housewares, and more small stores for that one. So let's get the appliance and houseware stores, because we do need them. So if we go here, we can get these stores, which I'm kind of tempted to do. I could get a couple of them, but that one will have some weird smells. So what I'll do is, I'll go ahead and do this, and let a small, oh, the small stores are bigger than I thought they'd be. Interesting. Well, in that case, let me do a small store there, and one of the medium stores there. And that will let me sort of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let me also do more small stores just up here, because we can. So this is going to be a wine and spirits store. At this point, I'm not really picking based on rent. That is a little bit pointless. We're making enough money, and, I mean, making enough money isn't going to solve the problems we have. So let's get those guys, and let's get a clothing store and see what we can do. So is this... We can now get this. I kind of want this one, though. We need appliances, we need housewares. Let's come over this way. And let's go to a medium-sized store, which I'll throw in there. And I will throw in there. And we'll go for appliances and houseware in both of those stores, which, if I pause very quickly, means we can probably go ahead and get this apartment, which is excellent news. We still can't get this. We need more stores that sell fashion accessories, which is doable, I suppose. It really is just a matter of keeping everyone happy, though. That's kind of the problem. So, I guess we'll look at a couple more medium stores that do fashion accessories. You do handbags and briefcases, so we'll get those. We'll do some shoe stores, and hopefully that'll be enough. Let's have a little look. Yes, it is. So let's get the large duplex apartment. We still can't get these guys. We need more restaurants with gourmet menus and luxury stores. Fortunately, we do have this space here. So let's have ourselves a little look. We have the gourmet restaurant. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I am. So we'll throw the gourmet restaurant just in there. And also there. And then I want some luxury stores. Because luxury stores are the best stores. So let's do that. Alright, so hopefully that'll be enough. Let's go ahead and get an Indian restaurant, which is a dinner and bar, and this one does breakfast and lunch. So let's do both of those. These guys, we're going to do a cosmetic boutique, and we're also going to do a fine art store. And can I now get the broadcast thing? No, we still need more luxury stores, unfortunately. The good news, though, is that we can put them here and they're not going to complain about smells. So if we do this, we have, what was it? There was cosmetics and art. So let's not do a china shop. Let's do a fine wine merchant. And we'll do a book dealer as well. So we'll get those. Can I not get broadcasting? Yes, I can. That's beautiful. We'll advertise for those. You are a home cleaner and you are a personal trainer who are both complaining. That's kind of annoying. We'll hopefully see that get itself sorted soon. But I would say, I mean, I'm getting a broadcasting office back in here, which is pretty good news. Let's also go ahead and get this luxury one-bedroom apartment. We're at, oh, who just left? Who just left? You just left. What's the problem? Strange smells. You haven't even moved in yet. I'm actually very confused. They haven't moved in and they're already complaining. The area is too noisy. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get rid of these and that'll hopefully help. That'll absolutely get rid of noise. It must. There's no way that area is noisy. There is no way that area is noisy. They're moving out before they're even moved in. Well, that's annoying. The area is noisy, too noisy, and there's strange smells. Except there aren't. I'm really confused by this. Oh, whatever. Let's get some bins for that floor. Let's get some recycling for that floor too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of one of these. I'm going to get rid of this fourth, whatever you call it, headquarters. And I'm actually going to throw the luxury stores in there. And we'll see how that goes. So I don't know what we lost. I think one of them was the book dealer, which I can't get currently because I don't have an empty storage bay. Of course I don't. Let's see. Is there anything in demand? Not really. Let's get some storerooms then. I'll throw them on this floor because why not? So throw them in there. That'll hopefully help things just a little bit. Let's have a look at these then. So let's get the rare book dealer. And I'm also going to get a, let's see. Let's go with the wine merchant. Why not? So let's see. Are they going to immediately get annoyed? They like that there are nice things nearby, but the area is still noisy. I really don't know what they want, if I'm honest. I really have no idea. Let's go ahead and get my maintenance guys to go and renovate 53 total tenants, because we absolutely need to do that. We do also have some offices here, which I guess I will give to medical? Is there anything higher? Finance is pretty good. 460 for that. There's these offices over here too. So once again, let's look at finance. And we'll once again look at finance. And I'm going to look at creative as well. Medical is actually a dodgy one because I frequently pick medical for offices and then forget to actually hook them up with water or the things that they need. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But what are my workers currently doing? I assume, yeah, they're still moving boxes. Now, you guys are still annoyed. You guys are less annoyed. You are getting annoyed, but you are less annoyed than your friends were. Let's actually have a little bit of a look at some art. I would kind of like to get one of those. And I'm also going to grab one of those and try and just up the level of the art in the area, because that'll hope, yeah, they are now getting happier from that, and that also did knock my prestige up a little bit, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get some glass in there just to finish that off, and hopefully those guys will stick around. As for these guys, they're okay. Hopefully we'll see good things here. I do hope we'll see some good things here. These stores are they're doing okay. They're getting customers for sure. So, again, doing okay on that front. These guys are going to be moved in eventually. I guess they are technically living near some bins there. So let me see. If I go to decoration and I say, first off, give me well, never mind the glass. Just give me this. Then I go to art and I'll go for, I guess, I don't really want to go for anything too expensive. That's 6,000. Which I'm gonna, yeah, we'll do that, and we'll do that. And hopefully get those guys to be a little bit happier. Their satisfaction is going up. They like that there's nice things nearby. That's good. So, generally speaking, it seems that everyone likes being near art. So that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. Now, these guys are miserable. The area is noisy, too noisy. Well, I'm gonna fix that. I'm not gonna fix the noise, but I'm gonna fix your temperament for the area by giving you some art. So there you go. And we'll get you some I don't want to go medium. I think it's a bit expensive. I don't really have the money for it. We'll got you that. We'll give you that too. So that'll hopefully cheer those guys up a little bit. They like that there's nice things. They are cheering up a little bit. So that's good. As for more luxury stores, I mean, I don't really know that I'm going to need them. I also haven't completed the advertising for broadcasting yet. And then for tech, I can't get. For government, no. Bank, no. It would have been nice to get different ones the whole way through, but, well, it's just not going to be happening. As for the restaurants, I realize, apparently I didn't do that. I got the gourmet ones, because I sort of focused on these guys rather than the large restaurants. So, let's have a little look. A large restaurant is, well, quite large. Surprise, surprise. Technically speaking, I mean, I guess I can add one there. And I could add one down here as well. Now, these guys don't have phone lines, which I really wish I'd caught that a bit sooner. These guys also don't have electricity. So there's that. You've also now got your phone line there, buddy. So that's going to cheer them up a little bit. So, a large dinner restaurant. Let's see what we can do here. And I also pause. So you do dinner and bar, dinner and bar. Let's do that. Now, who just moved out? Ah, it was one of these guys. That's fine. I mean, they are cheering up a little bit. They're miserable, but they are also cheering up a little bit. Which is weird. They are now level. I don't know why it has the angry face. They're clearly, you know, sort of just meh with me, so... Whatever. They can do what they want. Almost got another broadcasting studio. And we're at 223 out of 250, so we are also getting there. We have the 2 large dinner restaurants. Now we just need the 2 large lunch restaurants, which... Honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to add here, and I'm going to add here. Even though it is technically on a sky bridge, I'm going to do it just purely because of the fact that, I mean, these sky bridges were added in after the fact. So, if we go for a large restaurant just, let's say, there. And another one just, we'll say, there. And we go for lunch. So lunch is going to be, well, brunch. So breakfast and lunch. And we'll do breakfast and lunch over here as well. That's going to cover this challenge, which is good. And this guy here is going to need evicted because he's going to start complaining about the smell. But the good news is we can go ahead and get a couple more of these guys, these luxury stores just up here. So that'll hopefully do some good things for us. We have these 2 restaurants getting built. The construction workers are there doing what they do. There's 1 of 2 built. And hopefully 2 of 2. There we go. Alright, so now the only thing we have left to do is maximized residence, which honestly shouldn't be that difficult. Before we do that, though, I just very quickly want to go and grab some medium art. Not medium, sorry. Small art. And throw that in there, and we'll throw that just... We'll throw this one in. That one there. So my prestige is now minus 10. Minus 98 is the effect from move-outs and evictions, but that's okay. Everyone should generally be quite happy. This place is getting a lot of business. These guys, I'm going to go for... I guess we'll go to the book place. And we don't have the money to get another one. That's interesting. Okay, well, we're going to have to wait a little bit. These guys here are relatively happy, which is good. We are pulling this back. I wonder if we could also perhaps get... I want to level out the prestige, I think. I'm very tempted to attempt to do that. As for you guys, I mean, I need what? Oh. I've just realized I can actually build luxury lofts. They need yoga services and wealth advisors, but other than that, I can actually build them. So that might very well be worth doing as well. Because if I remember right, they give us 3... I think it was 3 tenants. So again, that would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, which will get us super, super close here. So I think we'll try and fill these guys up. I don't know if they'll fill up immediately. We do still have some empty apartments up here. So I mean, if they were to fill up, if these guys were to fill up, etc., we'd be doing pretty good. As for you, you are not happy about the noise, and yeah, there are smells up above. That is an issue. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you a nice sculpture there. And hopefully that'll cheer you up just another little bit. Yeah, you're going up a little bit, so that's nice. Hopefully they'll stick around. We do also have this broadcasting studio, which I'm going to go ahead and grab immediately and then advertise for another one. And then I guess over here, we need to spend 2,100 to build these. Or we can go for this one, which actually, I mean, does it tell me how many people would live in these? It doesn't seem to. Now this bi-level loft, I'm going to go for it. Simply because it is cheaper to build and also has less demands. It means I don't need to go and build extra services. So let's get a bunch of bi-level lofts. Hopefully I can get all of them, which I can. Hopefully those guys are going to be nice and happy. There isn't really anywhere I can put art for. No, there is. There is actually places I can put art. So let's actually do just that. So some small art. It's a bit expensive to do. I could do one painting. I don't think I'll bother though. So let's have a look at these. What are they like? I assume they are basically just lofts with crappy beds. That's a big TV right there. Yeah, you are all still doing your thing. Show me the loft! I want to see what it looks like. Ah, there we go. Yeah, well, you know what? It's a bi-level loft. It's really nice. That is a nice place. Oh, someone just moved out. Who moved out? Was it an apartment? Was it a place down here? No, I have no idea. These guys aren't happy. Why? The tenant is considering moving out. Their employees are unhappy. Didn't turn a profit. Regular customers are going elsewhere. Well, deal with it. Let's also go to maintenance, which I cannot pay for currently. So let's just chuck a couple of jobs in there that I can pay for. I still cannot, for the life of me, see who moved out, which is incredibly annoying. Oh, it was you. So it was a large job. That's okay. I can deal with a large office getting up and going. That's something I kind of expect at this point. 228 out of 250 residents. There's someone else just moved out. That's not good. Oh, it was you. No, that's okay. Back down to minus 11. And it's probably going to go even lower in just a second unless I get some art in there, which I really can't do. Am I still paying off loans? No, I actually... That's good. That is actually really good that I don't have any active loans currently. It's just tempting to take a loan so that I can get the maintenance done on everything. And I guess taking a cheap loan wouldn't be terrible. We'll take this one. We'll go to maintenance, tell them to renovate everything. That way, hopefully, everyone will be kept nice and happy, and everyone's place will be up and running nicely. I'm also noticing there isn't any demand for services, so I think this what we have done here might be working, except for dog sitting. They couldn't dispose of trash yesterday. Need more trash bins on the floor. I didn't realize you needed those. You got more service calls yesterday than you could handle. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We'll go to here. And we'll do bin, 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 bin. We'll do a bit of recycling here too. Then we'll go to the services. And we needed tailoring services. Interesting. We'll throw some tailoring services just there. We'll also get the dog sitting services just there. And hopefully that will deal with the needs that people seem to have. Now I'm hoping, now you just moved out. Who else moved out? I feel like I just heard the moving out sound twice. Yeah, you moved out. Alright, well we're back down to minus 13, which still isn't as bad as it has been, so I'm kind of okay with minus 13 on the old prestige there. 231 people living in the building. We need 19 more. 19 more is all we're gonna need. So you guys are... Hopefully my construction workers are gonna come down very soon to work on these places. That would be great. Also, we need to keep these places empty, because people get really annoyed when they fill up. Well, the good news, apart from other people moving out, such as whoever that was, and these guys as well are getting angry. What's up with you? They're just not turning profits anymore. I guess that is because we have a lot of luxury residents that are going elsewhere. But the good news is that we are making a bunch of money. So, I think we're doing all right on that front. I am trying to figure out what exactly to do with... I mean, that's a drugstore that no one's going to. I'm trying to work out if they're maybe going elsewhere. Do I have another drugstore in the building? I really don't know, and I'm not going to spend forever looking for it. We will assume that I do, just for the sake of it. We'll also get that broadcasting station in there. And I guess I'm gonna maybe expand over here a little bit and see if I can get those final apartments in that we're gonna need to get us up to 250 residents. And then we'll be good. We'll be golden. So let's expand this just up to there. And, so that is the 20th floor on that little structure. We're gonna want to go for the executive elevator because it is nice and fancy. We'll also want to get our wiring closets in. I'll do all of the wiring off camera, of course, so you don't have to sit through that. But hopefully this will be the last little push that we need to get the 17 residents for this final contract. So there is a bit of bad news. The headquarters that we struggled to get to move in have decided to leave because the luxury stores that we built specifically to get these guys to stay have also decided to leave. So we are on the brink of another, yes, another chain reaction. This one doesn't seem to be so bad though. These guys here are, well, they're staying at the minute. I imagine they're probably about to go. We do have 2 luxury stores. I mean, these guys are immediately annoyed. I guess they do have strange smells from upstairs. This place doesn't look like it's been used. It really, this place does not look like anyone ever goes there, which is really strange. As for you, I mean, fair enough. I mean, you're doing you. It might actually be worth cancelling that store then. It's going to be a bit expensive, but I mean, they're going to move out anyway, so. We'll oh, did not want to delete part of my building there. We'll just put that back in. Now, you don't have a phone line anymore because I pretty much cut everything off, so yeah, apologies for that one, buddy. Did not mean to disconnect you from the building. So, do I want to get another luxury store? I think I do. I think I'm going to try it. We'll go for a China shop. So, are you cheering up a little bit? Not really. That's kind of to be expected, though. We have 2 workers getting rid of those boxes. Where are the rest of them? Oh, was that the final headquarters? It was. So we did have that kind of mini chain reaction there. That is okay, though, because not everything, there's not that many things relying on luxury stores. Now, these guys need more stores that sell appliances and housewares and more large restaurants. I will get to that. In fact, I could throw a large restaurant in there, which I think would be a really good idea. So let's do a large restaurant like that. And they also needed stores that do appliances. So if I do a store, let's try there and there. Let's give it a shot. So this one is going to be appliances and housewares. This one, I guess, will just be computers, because why not? And this is going to be, I think, it'd be nice to get a brunch spot. A family restaurant will do lunch and dinner. I like the idea of that. So we'll do a family restaurant there, which will hopefully appease these guys a little bit. Which it seems, yeah, they're okay. They're actually quite happy. My workers up here are doing, oh, who just left? Someone else just left. I'm really hoping it wasn't one of those guys. I really don't see who it was. Which is annoying. Yeah, I have no idea who just got up and left there. I could follow me workers, but it would be really nice if it pointed it out. It really would be. Oh, it was you. Okay, so it was a store. That's fine. That is not clear. Let me at least, even if we never do it, which we probably never will at this point, I do at least want to have the space allocated for broadcasting studios. So we have the space, we just don't have the companies. As for you guys, that's a personal trainer that is in demand just a little bit. That's a restaurant being constructed just there. 239 out of 250. We do have space being constructed over here for new apartments. We need more small stores and more stores that sell appliances and housewares. For you, we need small stores. Okay. Let's do a small store just there. And let's do one there. Let me do a bigger store there. And we're going to do food and beverage for this one. We're going to do a drugstore for this one. And I want the appliances and houseware for this one, which means these guys are going to be quite luxurious indeed. So there we go. That's going to be a couple of new apartments, which I'm honestly hoping will be enough to tip us over the edge. We're at 241 out of 250. People are moving in pretty quickly. Well, I say quickly. They're moving in at a reasonable rate. These places are currently sitting empty, so saying they're moving in quickly might have been a little bit of an exaggeration, but, you know, it's YouTube. Everyone exaggerates from time to time. Let's get luxury, luxury, and luxury. If Magnificent Towers is anything, it is certainly luxurious. Despite its flaws, it will always be luxurious to me. I mean, look at this. This is cool. This is cool. We have almost 1,000 people in the building as well. I kind of want to get 1,000 people, now that I look at it. I mean, we're so close to this challenge. We're also really close to 1,000 people. 1,000 population. So I feel like that is a thing I need to do. Now, who just moved out? Who just up and left? Because if it was a store, it was a store. That's fine. No, you guys are fine. You guys are... Apparently the elevators are too loud and too close. I disagree. You're pretty far away from it, buddy. You are quite far from the elevator. Let me go ahead and get some sculptures to hopefully make the area just a little bit nicer. So we'll do that. We'll get those sculptures in there. Then we have 3 more we can put in those floors. 247 out of 250. We are getting there. So slowly, but we're getting there. Now someone else just moved out, and again, I really don't know who it was. Yeah, I have no idea. It doesn't look... It might have been a resident, actually, because it did drop to 246. Definitely not seeing it. Let's go to maintenance and renovate everyone that might need it. I am not seeing the person that moved out. Which is annoying, as I've said many a time. Let me go ahead and connect you up. You are gonna need electricity, which is apparently all you need. As for this guy, we're gonna do appliances and houseware again. Yeah, I have no idea who moved out. We're back at minus 17 there. That's not so great, but it's bearable. We also have this floor ready to go. So let's see if we can make it so. 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll go luxury as always. It might be a good idea going for one of the cheaper ones as well, because that way technically it's more affordable. I can also lower rent if I really want to, and that's the thing people have been saying for quite a while. It's like, hey, you can lower rent, you don't have to keep it where it is. Like, I can do 0% rent in those guys, and they are going to be over the moon. Oh! Well, apparently we did it. Okay, I'll take it. Let's do 100% rent just to, you know, keep them nice and happy. I'm not going to bother taking any of these... What is the more okay, what is that? What? 4 gourmet restaurants. I mean, I said I wasn't going to take any more. I'm probably not going to do it, but, that's fine. That's completely fine. We are 15 away from 1,000 residents, right? Well, population in Magnificent Towers. I really want it. I am also... I mean, what is this? Is that a gourmet restaurant? I really don't know. I really don't know. We have apparently got 4 gourmet restaurants, so I think one of these isn't a gourmet restaurant. Let me have a little look. So, that's the size of a... No, they're both gourmet restaurants, right? I have no idea. Maybe it's 4 different types. Maybe they're the same type of restaurant. What is this? Doesn't really say. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to bother with the contract anyway. We're still at 985 out of 1,000. Let's get some more restaurants. And I think what I'll actually do this time is go ahead and do the cheaper... Did I say restaurants? I feel like I said restaurants instead of apartments. Let's get the cheaper apartments this time in the hope that that will entice people to move in. So we'll do... I mean, what have we got here? We'll do the 2-bedroom, the standard 2-bedroom here. So we'll do 6 standard 2-bedrooms, and I'm going to do deluxe instead of the basic. So hopefully, that'll be what we need. I do really, really hope. In fact, if that was to fill up perfectly, that would be everything we need. We are at 988 though, we're so close! We are so close! At a population of 1,050, we get more prestige. Which, I mean, we're not going to get to 1,050. We're going to get to 1,000, though. Oh, we're looking at 998. 997, because someone left. Thanks, buddy. That's like the, oh, 999! That was like the one guy that's unsubscribes from a channel as it's about to hit a milestone because he wants to be the 1,000th or 10,000th subscriber. Let's get that 1,000. Let's get that 1,000. Come on. Give me that 1,000. Get someone else in here. Please. I could do this really easily. I could add an office or something and that would force the population up. I want someone to move in though. There we go. 1,001 people living in, working in, whatever in magnificent towers. Oh, I love this game. I really do. It's a hassle. It is. It's got some flaws, but I love this game. Project Highrise is so much fun, and I really want to see other people playing it. I cannot wait for this to actually come out. I am hoping it goes into early access. I don't remember off the top of my head if it goes into early access or not. I will actually check the email I have to see if it does. Yeah, I don't actually know if this game is going to early access on Steam or if it's going to full release. I think it's going to full release a little bit later this year. But if it ends up in early access, then, I mean, it's still going to be available. Don't take my word for it. I don't know. I just know that it is coming to Steam later this year. That's as much information as I have. So, with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave it there for Magnificent Towers. This isn't the end of Project Highrise. I am going to do another season. And at which point, when that's done, I will probably leave the game for a little while until there have been some updates or some changes, and maybe even just wait until it releases for the public and then get back into it. We'll see what happens, but we do have one more season coming along. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly for watching. This has been Project Highrise and Magnificent Towers, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!